detailed summary of Chapter 2 of War and Peace, Book 1, 1,805 word count of this summary. Words Anna Pavlovna's drawing room gradually fills with the highest echelon of St. Petersburg society. Guests vary in age and personality, but share the same elite social circle. Key arrivals include Helene Kuragina, Prince Vasily's daughter, stunningly beautiful, wearing a ball dress with her maid of honor badge. She has come to escort her father to the English ambassador's fete. Little Princess Bolkonskaya lies, née Manon, the charming, pregnant young wife of Prince Andrew Bolkonsky. Described as la femme la plus séduisante de Petersburg, the most fascinating woman in Petersburg. She carries a gold-embroidered workbag and radiates life and health despite her condition. Her slightly short upper lip with a delicate dark down is portrayed as an endearing flaw that enhances her beauty. Everyone around her feels brighter and more amiable in her presence. DD0, FC0, Gutenberg, Hippolyte Kuragin, Prince Vasily's son. He arrives with the Vicomte de Mortemart, whom he introduces, Abbé Morio, and many others. Anna Pavlovna performs her ritualistic duty as hostess. To every new arrival, she gravely says, "You have not yet seen my aunt," and leads them to a little old lady with large ribbon bows in her cap. This aunt has sailed in from another room. Each guest must politely greet her, exchanging formulaic remarks about health, including the Empress's, who is better today, thank God. No one knows, wants to know, or cares about the aunt, but they perform the vexatious duty out of politeness, and then avoid her for the rest of the evening. Anna Pavlovna watches these interactions with solemn, mournful approval. The little Princess Bolkonskaya moves about gaily, with quick, swaying steps. She sits near the silver samovar, spreads her dainty gray dress, and chats vivaciously. She teases Anna Pavlovna, Annette, for promising a small reception while she feels underdressed, showing off her short-waisted, lace-trimmed gown. She complains lightly that her husband is deserting her to go to war, and asks Prince Vasily what the wretched war is for, before turning to speak with the beautiful Helene. Prince Vasily remarks to Anna Pavlovna what a delightful woman the little princess is. Introduction of Pierre Bezikov. One notable arrival is a stout, heavily built young man with close-cropped hair, spectacles, fashionable light-colored breeches, a high ruffle, and a brown dress coat. This is Pierre Bezikov, the illegitimate son of the wealthy, dying Count Bezikov, a grandee from Catherine the Great's era. Recently returned from education abroad, this is his first appearance in Russian society. He has not yet entered military or civil service. Anna Pavlovna greets him with only the slight nod reserved for the lowest hierarchy in her salon. However, seeing him causes visible anxiety on her face. He seems too large and out of place. Though physically bigger than others, her concern stems from his clever, shy, observant, and natural expression, which sets him apart from the refined, self-confident guests. She politely tells him it is good of him to visit a poor invalid, and leads him to the aunt, exchanging an alarmed glance with the old lady. Pierre murmurs something unintelligible, looks around curiously, as if searching for something, and bows warmly to the little princess as to an old acquaintance. His social awkwardness immediately shows. He turns away from the aunt before she finishes her standard speech about the Empress's health. Anna Pavlovna detains him in dismay and tries to redirect him by mentioning the interesting Abbé Morio. Pierre says he has heard of the Abbé's scheme for perpetual peace. It is interesting, but hardly feasible. When Anna Pavlovna tries to move on, Pierre continues speaking, explaining why he thinks the plan is chimerical, with his head bent and big feet spread apart. This is a double breach of etiquette, leaving one lady mid-conversation and detaining another who wishes to leave. Anna Pavlovna finally escapes with "we will talk of it later" and resumes her hostess duties. Anna Pavlovna, as hostess Tolstoy, compares Anna Pavlovna to the foreman of a spinning mill. She circulates constantly, noticing when conversations flag or grow too noisy, and adjusts with a word or rearrangement to keep the conversational machine running smoothly. Yet she keeps an anxious eye on Pierre, especially as he approaches groups around Mortemart and the Abbé. Pierre, educated abroad, views the gathering as a child in a toy shop, eager not to miss any profound conversation among Petersburg's intellectual lights. He expects deep insights from the self-confident guests and waits for a chance to share his own views. This chapter continues the satirical portrait of high society while introducing major characters. The charming but superficial world of the salon, the Kuragin family, the delightful lies Bolkonskaya, and especially Pierre Bezikov, awkward, sincere, and intellectually curious, who stands out as an outsider in this polished environment. Tolstoy's famous spinning mill metaphor highlights the artificial, mechanical nature of social interactions. 5D 2103, Gutenberg. The chapter flows directly into chapter 3, where conversations deepen, including discussions of Napoleon and the murder of the Duc d'Enghien.